In this episode of That Actually Happened, a MiG-29 from Myanmar conducted a gun run near a kindergarten in Thailand. Stick around after this footage for a breakdown.
One mala. Mala.
Oh. Now this took place in late June, just over the Thailand-Myanmar border. A spokesperson from the Air Force of Thailand said that they understand what happened with the MiG-29 from Myanmar and understand that it had no ill intent towards the people of Thailand. I guess that didn't include the gun run that just got conducted on a kindergarten. If you're wondering why this is happening in the first place, it's because there's an active conflict that's been going on in Myanmar since the coup that took place in February of 2021. Now, we've covered this coup before. Click on that video right up there. A lot of this fighting is taking place very close to the Thai border. Burma, or Myanmar by its technical name, sorta kinda, is under the rule of a military junta, or an authoritarian military-led government. Myanmar, which previously went by the name Burma, was renamed primarily because Myanmar closely resembles the name for the country in the Burmese language. Well, Myanmar became Myanmar in 1989. For decades, the country was called Burma after the dominant Burman ethnic group, and shortly after the then-ruling military junta quelled a pro-democracy rebellion. The military leaders suddenly changed the country's name shortly thereafter. It starts to get pretty political and muddy from there, though. Certain countries still somewhat refuse to call Myanmar by its officially designated name. Now, before I get there, though, I need to tell you about Gunspot. Gunspot's our sponsor for this episode of the Funker News Network, and Gunspot is an online listing and auction site for both new and used firearms, accessories, and so much more. You'll never have to pay out-of-state taxes with Gunspot, and that's unlike some of their similar auction site competitors. Whether you're a buyer and you're using the Gunspot battle station to manage your auctions, or you're a seller with your own Gunspot store space to showcase your stuff and enjoy the lowest valuation on sales in the industry, it's the place you should go to buy or sell any guns, ammo, and accessories you need in an auction format. Gunspot's the newest to the 2A community, and it takes all the lessons learned from across the web to help you find and grab what you need. Let's get back to Burma, or Myanmar. See, the United States and the UK don't technically recognize the military junta that took power originally in 1989 and changed the name. There are similar parallels being drawn to the United States' stance due to the 2021 coup, as the country drives further and further away from its pro-democracy government after that coup from February. Even on the U.S. Department of State's website, the U.S. Relations with Burma page makes it very clear that the U.S. is sticking with the name Burma. Now, since taking power in 2021, the junta has committed atrocities such as mass killings, large-scale village arson attacks, and even recently the execution of 4 pro-democracy activists.
Myanmar's military authorities have executed 4 democracy activists, state media on Monday. The 4 men were sentenced to death in a closed trial in January.
The Association of Southeast Asian Nations submitted a peace resolution to the junta that was considered rejected after the execution of those 4 pro-democracy activists. The United States and the international community have denounced the junta almost repeatedly in statements, but they've mostly been considered symbolic gestures rather than anything of real substance. Now that's going to be it for this episode of the Funker News Network. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Stay informed. Now, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations recently submitted a peace resolution to the junta. I gotta restart that. Now, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, that's really hard to say. Association of Southeast Asian Nations. How now, brown cow? Wow. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations submitted a peace resolution to the junta. That's a mouthful, dude. That's a mouthful. Whew. I need a beer.